Hello everyone, Runor's here, and welcome back to different stuff. Where I basically just talk a little bit now because I need to correct a little bit some things I'm gonna do in the next video that's gonna probably come out soon. In the video, I claim to say I will do subtitles on some videos. I found that was very time consuming, so unless I find a better way to do it, I will not actually do it after that video. I will do it on that video because, you know, I've already started on it. I'm halfway through with that one. Because I was speaking in Norwegian, I thought, oh, I can put English subtitles on it. That's gonna be fun. It is fun, but it's tiring to write, like, try to translate what I'm saying into something sensible, because sometimes I mumble, which is very annoying, and I got a lot of yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. That was just a quick notice. So just so you know that even if I say it in the video, please don't hold it against me or anything if anyone actually watched this. So yep. Anyway, moving on to the video. So. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Runor's here, and welcome to another Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. On Setons! Yay! You have never seen this before. Just kidding. Basically now... Oh, here's back, basically. I really wanted to cast this one because I and a friend of mine is in this one, and we really thought it was funny. So, and this was one of the casts we were really pleased with, so I wanted to cast this one and show it to other people that might enjoy it. Now, before I begin starting to show the teams, we're just going to call this Team 1 down here, and Team 2 up here. On our team we have my friend I call Skywalker 1504. Now, he's a 0 rank player. According to a lot of people, you know, 0 points is usually that you're a new beginner at Forge Alliance Forever. And that's tend to be true. It tends to be true. But in this case, yeah, you'll just have to see. So we're now going to 0. We're going to call this team 1 down here and Team 2 up here. Team 1, we have Satsugami starting UEF first land. We have in pink, Zaphod Beeble Brox. He's going UEF first air on the left water side. Then you have Terror Puppy, Voff Voff, probably Lassie's illegitimate child. Okay, that was a bad one. And then last we have Akikage. Akikagi or whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say Akikagi or whatever. He's going UEF first air. Then on Team 1 we have Team 2. We have Runor's or me starting UEF first land and going straight for the middle to scoop up all this mass. Same going for Satsugami. Then we have Jazisek starting Aeon, first land. We have on this side Sleepy Rock going UEF first land, probably going to build first air, going to probably get a early transport and try to snag this island very quickly. And then we have Skywalker 1504 in the back. He's going Aeon, the classic one, first air. And his build order is already set. Now I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to watch what happens. Usually in the beginning, as always, there's not too much going on in the settings match. But usually the fighting starts for all this mass here. And there is quite a lot. And I love the wreckages on this map, that you can have wreckages on the map. And we see a small run by here. Snooping taken out by the Mech Marines for Satsugami, but a little bit of micromanaging makes the Mech Marines being able to run away. He's trying to send the Mech Marines after him, but veering off. And we can also see that Satogami has been trying to reclaim, but needs to get a little bit further in though, if you ask me. Need to get some of the mass here, but is doing its job, getting the mass for the team, and is just focusing on reclaiming all this mass, because that will give a massive bonus to the others. This is a bit of a, you might call it a newbie game. I mean, we have a rather low ranking place, but it's all for fun and games. And we can also see here some nice early scouts from Skywalker, giving some nice field of vision for Runors to come in here and harass. Nice, a bit of harassing here, going for some powers on early engineers. That seems to reclaim, that's a good thing. So, and we can see this scout just keeps giving intel to Team 2, and Jazek has actually done a small snag, which is really good actually. That's a lot of engineers though, needs to be careful. But every engineer is taken out, and Jazek managed to hold on to this island. We can see now that 2 Jesters is coming in and going for the island, and there's no anti-air defenses here, so Sleeper Rock probably is not used to the side position here, so it doesn't know that you should probably start with a land factory and some anti-air, since they will try to snag it from you. Getting to see some nice early spam here from me. Hate to brag, but since I did a little bit of inspecting for the tutorials in FAF, and they are invaluable for becoming better at each position in this map. And we can see here there's a small run by for the scout. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interceptors following that, and if it hadn't stopped, it would just kept going. And we can see that these bombers are harassing the mass extractors, which is good. And down here, the Jesters have managed to take out the mass pumps. So this island will probably be for the taking of Terror Puppy. We'll see, we'll see. So far, Jacek has managed to get out his navy. Seems to be able to at least hold that. He managed to take this island here. That will help him surely with all this economy. We can see that there's starting to become a slight tense situation here, as we're a little bit unsure whether or not we should push. If I remember correctly, I have more units, but I did not see what he has. I didn't want to risk it, just in case if there was Tech 2 units further down here. And thus opening my whole defensive line, since I was upgrading to Tech 2, same as Satsugami. We can also see that Skywalker, on which we go on Eco, Skywalker is leading with about 77 mass per tick and 940 power. Getting nice Tech 2 and going for Tech 3 at the 9-minute mark. That's a good thing. Around 8 or 9 minutes you should start to think of getting into Tech 3 game, especially when you backplay with air. Then we have Terror Puppy with quite far behind on 45 or 39 mass. We can take a look here. On a lot of reclaim going on, but in general somewhere around 50. Zayford has about 70. Akikaj has about 50 himself. The same with Jazek, same, and Runors. Me, I have about 40 something, but been focusing more on the reclaim game. Not sure how to put on the settings so you can see how much we reclaim, though. That would be invaluable information. Can we do that in here? Not sure though. I don't think so. Tactical income of the reclaim? No, that's not it. If anyone knows, I would love to find out though. But we can see some Nice pushing here. Seem to be able to get through his defensive line, and Satogami need to be a bit careful though. Need to micro his units, shield and screen them. And he doesn't have much in his base. I mean, he doesn't have many land factories. For example, you can see here that apparently I did control case some of my factories so I could reclaim them for extra mass, because I got 4 down here, so I don't have to have these 4 or 5 land factories down here. And we can see a little bit of splitting in movement for the tanks, going to destroy some of the mass pumps, which is really good thing. Really putting the economy of Satsugami on edge. And a nice huge chunk of Prowler interceptors for Terror Puppy. Have actually airdropped his commander into the island. That is something I did not expect to see. And upgrading into RAS upgrade, it would seem. And Sleeper Rock seems to have been getting a Governor class Tech 2 cruiser online that will be invaluable for defending his shoreline against air attacks, and send some missiles down here to harass. We see that Satsugami can't really seem to get completely back into it, since I have been pressing and keeping him back and pushing him back into his base all the time, allowing me to even get some tactical missile launchers online, but doesn't seem to be building anything at the moment. I'm really sorry, I've seemed to miss this. Zaphod Beeblebrox managed to take back the island from Jesek, or I'm just going to call it Jesek. I'm sorry, but we'll make it easier. I'm more of a traditional guy. If you're going to have your nickname or something, it should be easy to say, because then people can easily recognize you, instead of talking about, hey, have you seen what blah boom played I did in his replay or something like that, because then it is easier for you to get recognized. For example, like Zok. It is short, it is special in a way that it's unusual, but it's still easy to say. And it's easy to remember. Not sure about my name though, Rune Norse. I used to not have the E there, so people would constantly say Run Norse. And that was not really part of the plan, so I just changed it. A nice spam of jesters coming over to this part of the island, but now there are 2 governor classes here, so just throwing them away and giving the governor classes some nice rank of veterancy there, actually. I really needs to change his tactic to more navy-wise. He has a Tech 2 Naval Factory HQ, but it doesn't really send these engineers into the water to help these factories. You should also, since Satsugami is a little bit pressed here, he needs to get some help from his teammates, because Jezek is not really doing much, so how much can you see? They don't really have too much intel. Akikaj do not seem to have scouted too much. Skywalker, on the other hand, same likewise. We can see a small lone MA striker attacking the mass point. Nothing that appears to be actually threatening it. If that one can actually take out this mass point, I'm going to be surprised. Nope, here comes a Janus that just says, nope, you're not getting this mass point. And it goes down. He's never going to be able to see his family again. And we also have the Transcendence to T3 Air with Skywalker. Nice job there. Still on 176, 150 about mass per tick. Still seems to be in the game, since he has taken all these mass points. Sleeper Rock seems to have lost a lot of his mass points, and he needs to rebuild it though. And Terror Puppet needs to be a little bit careful though, so don't lose his commander. Has spread out a few of these zappers, which is very good. And yes, apparently at the moment Skywalker seem to have air dominance doing a nice bit of scouting, sending out a lot of ASFs. Should clump them perhaps together, but at the same time it's good to have a little bit of here and there when you dominate the air, especially when Akikaj mostly has T1 air. Trying a little push here on the defensive line. Can't seem to get completely through though. Managed to take out the 2 triads though, so that's a really good thing. Managed to remove the mass he spent on these triads, and we see a nice little Valiant class of Tech 2 destroyer here, but I managed to build a Ravager so that the range on the Ravager will manage to keep the destroyer out of range. And we can also see some Tech 3 strategic bombers coming from Skywalker now. He's really stepping up the game now, really spending his mass where he should be in air and support. And that is really good and really impressive. And we can see them moving down to go straight for Satsugami. His shield is holding, but they just went completely away. Needs to be careful, needs to get into the water now when he got 2 bombers just dropped straight on him. We got some incoming more. They're coming. One more hit. Really needs to micromite more because the bombers is getting one final push. He needs to get into water and Satagami is defeated at the 21-minute mark. Me just writing sweet. And full share is not on. I gotta say I prefer actually when full share is not on, because if you think about it, well, it doesn't really make that sort of logic, I suppose, but when you have full share on, I feel a bit odd. When you kill the commander, everything in space just goes over to one of the other players. I think this is a bit more exciting, because then if I die, this whole thing goes away and the others really have to like change tactics. So there you have it from that position, but we can also see now that Sleepy Rock has a little bit of trouble keeping these Salem classes away. Skywalker switching over to some Solaces. Really, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the mobile phone. Just my girlfriend asking a bit stuff, but let's see now. We have Sleepy Rock seems to be in a little bit of trouble here, getting defeated by Terror Puppy, which is the most experienced player here with 1,000 points, but seems to have been able to get up the spam now, which is a good thing. Seems to have managed to get this naval factory production in order, sending out most of the engineers to get a lot of build order up. A lot of Solaces now for Skywalker, and there was even an Atlantis here for Zaphod Beeblebox, but he wasn't supporting it with any other naval units, so it was taken out by combined forces from the Aeon of Jazek. And we see a nice little defensive base here now with a lot of Clink Hammers, some Ravagers, some Triads, and some Buskills. So Runors, or me, I'm sometimes going to say Runors because it's easier, have been able to entrench this position a little bit. We will see some nice movement in from what do you call it? From Terror Puppy, wanting to put a little bit of pressure on this base though. Probably also wanted to retreat since his navy had done its duty here, so needs to support the middle. Managed to get something through here, and here we can see a fat boy just moving in and rolling over these and just decimating these Tech 1 units. And I do gotta say, I love about this game is that when you have a game like Seton's, you really need to cooperate, you really need to look at what the other players are doing and act accordingly. And let's see, otherwise than that, what do we have? A little bit of dull or lull moment here. The only thing that actually is appearing to happen is at this point here. Runor's control K'd his forces, or I control K'd my forces. Since it was just Tech 1 units, I didn't want to give the experience point to them. Akikaj really needs to get his F spam up and going though. He really needs to, for example, just reclaim this stuff and get some T2 power generators around this, get some more powered air factories around here. And now we can really see the fat boy really cringing in here. And it's almost going to be in range now, but we have the clean cameras. Runor's really needs to get in the game and have spotted the fat boy shooting some of the oops, gonna put it range down. Did manage to take it out, and I've noticed something that I really liked about the fat boy. Oh, sorry, one moment. His shields to my base is depleting really fast. Trying to spam up some Tech 2 shield generators while the clean cam is just far away. Have a Tech 3 shield generator behind there, so it is going to help. Trying to get as many shields operable as online, but needs to move, otherwise Runor's might be in a little bit of trouble here. Fat Boy's taking a tremendous amount of fire, so really needs to get into the water, otherwise going to lose this, and that's going to be a mass boost if that one goes down. No, still firing. Still damaging all these units and taking out these Ravagers. Will they take out the Ravagers? No, it didn't. It did not take out the Ravagers, and this is going to be a... oh, what's going on? It's a seesaw from Skywalker. Skywalker really managed to just get a seesaw online. I completely forgot about this at this point because there was so much going to happen here, and I didn't see what happened over here. That was a complete game changer. Skywalker with his ratings of 0 managed to switch the game entirely, removing Terra Puppy straight out from the game and killing me outright. And Akikaj really needed to have... we can see some comments in the section here. Safer People Block starting to tell about he isn't the most observant, and he saw it, doesn't seem to notice it. But it doesn't matter. Skywalker has managed to just get air online. He's sending in air superiority fighters to defend this seesaw. We see some stingers moving in now from Sleepy Rock, obviously thirsty for revenge. We see Jacek managed to defend the shoreline. Rune also managed to keep the middle and just keep them away. Managed to even take out a Fat Boy and reclaim the Fat Boy. Skywalker just brutalized Terra Puppy. And there's a lot of wasps coming in now for Safer Beaver Box. Really noticing the danger from that seesaw. Really focusing on getting it, but he should focus on taking out the ASFs though. Before he tried to focus on the seesaw, because then he has more units left. And we see also there's a nice little push here trying to take out this one. And all this in his base just goes completely away. Needs to focus. No, no, no. That one has... the Atlantis has air capabilities. Safer Beaver Blocks trying to get up flares really fast, but can't keep up. And the seesaw might go down though if they focus his fire and his attention, but needs to control kill these units if he doesn't want them to give them away. And the seesaw is coming down, but Zaphod is just rapidly depleting, and Zaphod is going down, being shot down, and the seesaw is still alive. The seesaw, that's one of the first times I've actually seen a seesaw survive this long against 2 commander explosions. So really quality play from Skywalker, just brutalizing everyone, leaving Sleepy Rock, me and Jasik just playing out. And we can also see the comments here, just who said I'm a noob. I was basically talking earlier and how someone wanted to kick Skywalker out because they saw his rating was 0. He just disappeared though and left the game, and the others were a bit unsure, but now we can see that Skywalker has really redeemed himself And we can now see that at the 31-minute mark, Team 2 has won, not lost a single commander, managed to hold the front, and really communicated well and cooperated. And just at the end we can see a small desync. But damn, that was an interesting battle. But thank you guys so much for watching this. It was fantastic to be able to just cast this, and hopefully I'll be able to put out more videos of Supreme Commander, other games, and just keep going up for a variety of games. So, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, just give it a like, and as always, I will see you guys later. Okay, good. No, stop lighting up my path. There! Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Oh shit, it's not on.